Stormwood and Associates is a production of the Nerd and Tie Podcast Network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our community on Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/discord. In pursuit of a stolen magical object, Stormwood and Associates Field Team 623 stepped into a tear between realities and vanished. They found themselves trapped in another plane, facing a reality that was not their own, and driven to avoid dark forces they don't understand. And so, Team 623 finds themselves leaping from world to world, striving to put right what they find wrong, and hoping each time that their next jump will be the jump home. Stormwood and Associates stars Celeste Star Twin as Dee, Gen Proc as Obi, Trey Dorn as Amy, and Becca Johnson as Liz Stormwood. Previously on Stormwood and Associates. So, the Stormwood team, after some weird adventures where they were tiny, have emerged in a world where they are thankfully the same size as everybody else. So that's good. They emerged in what appears to be a medievalish fair, like the middle of a town square in some sort of medieval town. And in a truck. And now there's a guard coming. That's it. That's the whole recap this week. So a human in a town guard uniform, like in a guard's uniform, is walking up to the truck. He raps on the window.
I roll the window down.
Hark, traveler! Your carriage is poorly parked.
I am so sorry. I got Where is parking?
Take your foul magical machine and go about turn around. I don't know how you got past the gates on that side, but turn around and you can find parking for your carriage and all that shit over there.
Yeah, sorry.
To the west.
Guy told me to
where everybody else parked their vehicles. All the other carriages are parked there. So, maybe put it there.
Okay, can do.
Good.
D rolls the window back up. Holy shit, Liz called it. Look at that.
Well, it looks like they got plenty of jerky at this fair.
What was that, kid? The guard is standing right there. He hasn't, walked away.
The windows are rolled up.
Oh, you rolled up the window?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First thing I did.
Okay. I didn't hear that you rolled it up.
Got him. Anyway. I awkwardly pull the van back and make my way toward the parking area that we were pointed at.
Okay.
Okay, small win. So Liz was right. This is a Ren fair. Cool. That's kind of cool, right?
Amy, does your phone work?
No, it doesn't.
Beans.
I check mine.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
Double beans.
Everybody roll me a D10.
9.
3.
10.
All right, Obi and Liz, you look up and you see a strange plane fly overhead.
What's strange about it?
It looks like super futuristic.
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
That's new.
We might be in like. We might be in a really futuristic world, but just in the like Ren Fair part of it. Ah, jeez.
Are we at this parking lot actually yet?
So yeah, you turn. So you start driving towards it. Then
Yeah, I've been driving toward it.
yeah. There are some of the vehicles parked in this parking lot have wheels.
Oh, jeez.
Right. Okay.
Some of them, like nothing. There are no vehicles here that you recognize, D, and you know cars.
I know cars. Yes.
Various configurations. Some have 3 wheels, some have no wheels. One of them just appears to be floating on its own while still powered down.
Okay. This is weird, right?
Yeah, but
I
it's not
mean,
the weirdest we've been to.
I mean, hard agree, but still. Huh.
And everybody roll me another d10.
5.
10.
4.
All right, Liz, this is just you. There's only one sun. That's normal. But Liz, you notice there are 2 moons in the sky.
God. There's 2 moons.
2 moons?
What?
Yeah. So it's
Oh,
not
that's
even
cool.
it's not even Earth.
As you are in the parking lot, over the gates, there are entrance gates, and you see the name of the place is Bellerophon City Medieval World.
Huh. Okay.
Everybody
Right.
wondered how season 3 of the Meat Grinder was going to tie in to the main campaign.
Okay.
Welcome to
this is-
Praxion 7.
Okay, so we're on
We're on an alien planet.
another planet again.
Great.
Yeah.
And
This is okay though. We've met people from other planets.
You
Yeah.
freaked out about it.
Yeah.
you had a whole
You
like
couldn't
Mars
stop
thing.
freaking out about it.
I had a Mars thing because
You keep
you know,
calling Liz's girlfriend a Martian.
if she lives on Mars, then she's a Martian.
But
I don't
she
make the
also
rules.
lives on Earth.
Dual citizenship. It's not that weird. See, that's closed-minded
Oh
of
my
you.
God. That's not how. But she wasn't born on Mars.
But she is currently a resident of Mars in a universe.
So were you a Martian while we were on Mars?
No, I was visiting. I don't live there.
I don't know. Where do you live?
The void. This
The
truck.
void.
If anything, I'm a truckian.
So when the truck was on Mars, you lived on Mars.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but that's like a former Martian. I've never like owned a property or rented any property there.
That you know of.
That's like saying that like if
How do you know
you-
there's not some version of D right now on Mars?
That's like well, but I'm not on Mars.
But
See,
how do you
that's
know
a
D
different
isn't
D.
on Mars?
Whereas Liz's girlfriend is like a hive mind and is like existing in all of these places at once. They're still like technically the same person. So lives there, might pay rent there, Martian.
D's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just because
Checks out.
Just because sometimes I make bad
He pays
decisions.
attention.
I disagree with the premise. When we're dealing with the multi-dimensional thing, it means that instance of Mindy is Martian, but the rest of her isn't. So calling the version of her on Mars a Martian, while accurate, calling the rest of her Martian isn't.
Potato today. Potato, tomato, whatever.
Yes,
Anyway.
potatoes and tomatoes are two different things.
That's what they all say.
Yes, because they are two different things. That's why
what
they all say it. That's literally why they all say it. That's how that works, D.
How long are we here?
That's a good question. How long are we here?
You're here
Looks
for
at the dashboard.
You're here for a week.
We're here. Okay.
Huh.
All right.
Well, most Renaissance fairs, well, the one I've been to had like camping area.
I've got a tent.
Huh. Yeah, it's probably worth.
Maybe, this is technically Bellerophon City medieval world, not a rent fair, but maybe they've got camping.
Or maybe they have like inns.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's an entire Bellerophon city.
Oh, yeah, you want to...
Wow, we are not like thinking very big picture right now, are we?
Today's not a thinking day, y'all.
I mean, we could explore.
Yeah, and get turkey legs.
Turkey legs do sound good. I think I'm down for that.
I guess like I'm okay with the turkey. Like I'm okay with going to the medieval world thing. I'm fine with that. I think that what was being suggested is that we could explore the regular city.
Yes. I mean,
There are vehicles with
also-
wheels, so they have to be accessible to us, right? Because these people drove here.
That's true.
Okay. I mean, we do have a week,
Yeah.
so we could come back to medieval world.
Yeah, it might be necessary to find out what kind of a world we're in, aside from the fact that they have a concept of medieval that matches our idea of medieval. Anyone else think that's kind of weird, or is that just me?
I mean, if we're in like a future and they came from Earth,
Sure, why not?
I mean, then that would be an explanation, right?
It is an explanation. I'll give you that. Let's take a look.
Okay. You guys gonna get into the truck?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So there is a like an obvious exit to this parking lot, but it does appear just to go into like trees. Like there's a road between some trees. Is that the direction you're going?
I guess, yeah. I'm gonna head that way on the road. Just see where it takes us.
Okay. So you pull out of the parking lot. When you're a little past the exit of the parking lot, there's kind of a shimmer that you drive through. And what happens is ahead of you, it's not like anything like terrible or scary or anything. It's like the sky is still the sky. Like the sky doesn't change at all. But you seem to like drive through like an invisible wall that was kind of blocking out a lot of visuals. Like they had some sort of hologram up for atmosphere. Because you're suddenly in a city, and towering in front of you, and this is obviously what they were hiding, is like there are roads. There are some vehicles flying overhead. and there are buildings that are, most of them are pretty modern looking, not super futuristic, like, but I guess building materials, right?
Right.
What you do notice is this massive tower of what looks like a spaceship at this, like, down the road ahead of you, and this thing is like maybe 50 stories tall. Everything else is relatively low to the ground, like modern buildings, like maybe things are like 5-10 stories tall, things like that, but this one thing is like the size of like a skyscraper, and it's this big black spaceship, and on the side of it, you see ISF Bellerophon is written on the side of it.
So that's why it's Bellerophon City. Cool.
This is incredible.
Huh. Huh.
Yeah, there's some other vehicles driving opposite way on the road. You guys are getting some looks just because, probably just because your vehicle is something they've never seen before. You know, like, it's like when someone drives like a new model vehicle or a prototype truck on the road, and people, like, it's not identifiable. People like notice it, but no one's like shocked or like weirded out by it. It's just like, this is like a like someone's driving their weird kit vehicle down the road. Yeah, and you guys are just driving into town. Where are you going?
Okay.
Right now you're driving towards the center. Like, the road seems to be heading straight towards the center of town where that giant spaceship is.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna keep going toward the spaceship unless you guys have any objections.
No, I just wonder if there's a quick smoke.
A space quick smoke. Huh? It's worth a shot.
I mean, how would we look for it?
I don't know.
I mean, we'll keep an eye out for it, absolutely, but,
Neat.
you know. So,
D continues driving.
all right, you head towards the center of town. As you get closer to the spaceship, there is a large memorial that you drive by, which is like a statue of a number of, like, it's a statue carved out of what looks like black stone, shining black stone, and it's lit up, and it's like in memory of those who made sure we got to our destination and couldn't finish the trip. It's like a plaque of names.
Looks like they didn't exactly have an easy trip here. Huh.
Yeah, and eventually, yeah, like, you are just like in a city. Like, as you get closer to the spaceship, there are some taller buildings. I think the tallest ones are probably only like 10 stories, but like, it's just a city. It's
Yeah.
Eventually, like, how far are you gonna go?
I guess look for somewhere where we could get a better idea of our bearings, maybe. I don't know. I'm just kind of driving.
I mean, right now you're just like, you're in that kind of moment where you're like driving aimlessly through a city. Like, there's pretty much like it's pretty familiar feeling in the way that a normal city would, right? Like, you see people on the street, you see people, you know, there are stores, there are offices, there are apartment buildings. things are getting more and more urban the more that you're driving. You know what I mean? Because you're like heading towards the center of town. It really feels like that wherever this giant like structure, like this spaceship looking thing, like the ISF Bellerophon, which is kind of like parked nose up, that really looks like it's like the center. And as you pass down side streets, you notice the blocks seem to be getting shorter, like almost like this town is built like spokes around a wheel.
Okay. All right, that's making sense then, at least. Cool. D is slowly kind of getting a feel for the place, if nothing else, kind of mapping it out in the event that we need to, like, book it somewhere. Or if we get in trouble and I need to make an escape. Huh. The layout's pretty intuitive, actually. I'm kind of surprised.
I mean, it looks like a colony, right? Like we're on a space colony?
Yeah, they would have planned this out. There's nothing, unintuitive about it. They did
That's
this
what I'm
for a
saying.
reason.
It's kind of... No. Kind of homey. I like it. If you guys have any good ideas to pull over, let me know, though, because I'm,
Yeah,
Well-
are we seeing anything cool?
not
I
sure what
mean,
to
we're
make of
here for
this.
a week. We need some place to stay.
Yeah, there's that.
Crap baskets.
Yeah, we don't have anything. Presumably, they may have, currency here. We don't have any way to pay. Nothing we have is going to work here.
And there's no guarantee they even... I mean, like, if it's some sort of space colony, like, how many visitors they even get? Crap. Okay, this is bad.
This place seems pretty populated. Like that, the memorial you drove past looked old.
Also true.
Like, yeah, so this is just so it's the gym. Like, further information, like that memorial you passed looked like there were some vines growing over part of it. Like, it looked like maybe on purpose, but like it didn't look new. Like the plaque was weathered and worn, like tarnished. Like this colony has been here for a while.
Mm. Yeah, I just don't know where to stop or start. Oh boy.
Okay, as you are getting closer to the center of town, you're seeing what look like maybe some tourist stuff. Like, you passed by a memorial earlier, but you literally do see like a couple of like information kiosks.
Okay, yeah. Let's pull over there.
All right, so you pull over the car to in a parking spot on the side of the road, and near one of the information kiosks.
Obi is gonna bust out of the truck, run over to the kiosk, and totally investigate it.
All right, so the kiosk is it literally, so it's a thing. There's a giant sign that says information, and that's vertical. And what it is it's like a small terminal that is, it's not too dissimilar from an ATM, like in that, but it's like a freestanding like machine, and there's a little screen on it and a keyboard, and like, yeah, the screen's pretty big. Like, it can, like, yeah, but that's... As Obi approaches it, what's Obi going to do as he totally investigates it? Is he going to touch it?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's got buttons on it.
sure does.
Liz is going to join him.
All right. Welcome to Bellerophon City of Praxion 7. How may I assist you?
Obey looks up to Liz. I kind of want to ask it everything. What should I start with?
Well, ask about money, I guess.
What kind of currency is used in Bellerophon City?
Bellerophon City uses standard galactic credits.
Uh-huh.
Bellerophon
Mhm.
City was founded 239 years ago when the ISF Bellerophon and its 10,000 passengers made its journey from Earth in a 10-year voyage, leaving Earth in 2249 and arriving in 2259.
Oh. So, we're super in the future, aren't we, Liz?
Not as in the future as we were before, but yes, it's definitely in the future. Yeah,
It
roughly
is not the
2749. No, you're right. It's not.
No temporal
there a-
changes have been detected. It is currently 2498.
Yeah.
Um. What is there to do in Bellerophon City?
Bellerophon City, the current capital of the Praxion 7 colony complex, has many fine tourist activities for your enjoyment. You may explore a guided tour of the ISF Bellerophon, which took the original 10,000 passengers from Earth to Praxion 7. There is also Bellerophon City Medieval World, the largest off-world medieval-based theme park in the known galaxy. You
At
may
the mention
also
of it,
see Sergeant Paxton's Wax Museum, where all of the fascinating figures who brought us throughout our history are displayed as wax facsimiles. You may also see the Acapella
No, that's fine.
Hall of
Thank you.
Fame. The Acapella Hall of Fame contains recordings from over 300 acapella
Please
groups
stop.
that have topped the charts on Praxion 7 radio.
What hotels are available?
There are a number of hotels. Bellerophon City has a population of approximately 60,000. There are a number of hotels within the vicinity. Please specify type of hotel.
What type of hotel is?
Cheap, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
A
we have
number
no
of
money and we
one-star
need
hotels
some money.
exist on Bellerophon City. Hotels in Bellerophon City meeting 1 star include
Are there
the
campgrounds?
Campgrounds in Bellerophon City include the campground at Bellerophon City Medieval World, Bellerophon Campgrounds north of Bellerophon City, and the Bellerophon RV Park and Auditorium.
Is there a quick smoke tavern?
The
Or a
Quick Smoke Tavern.
restaurant?
The Quick Smoke Tavern and Inn is located in Bellerophon City Medieval World, just off of its main square.
Aha! Uh-huh.
Of course it is.
Uh, is there a quick smoke tavern?
The Quick Smoke Tavern and Inn is located in Bellerophon City Medieval World, just off of its main square.
Aha!
Would you like directions to the Quick Smoke Tavern at Bellerophon City Medieval World?
No,
Yes,
thank you. We're
please.
fine.
Do you have any other information requests that you wish me to find for you?
Is there a way that one might acquire galactic standard credits?
Galactic Standard credits can be acquired through many ways. Would you like the Help Wanted ads?
No, thank you.
Are there any other inquiries that I can assist you with?
None right now, thank you.
Thank you for choosing to use Bellerophon City information kiosks. How would
Okay,
you
I leave.
rate your experience on us rating
I
of
just
1 to
leave.
5?
I'd rate it 5 divided by 0.
5 stars have been entered. Thank you. Is there anything particular about your experience you would like to note? We have begun your entry. And you just see divided by 0 on the screen. Bet you didn't miss this computer voice.
No. But I'm also thinking that Obi has bullshit.
Uh-huh. I guess the question is, what do you want to tell this computer? I mean, I don't really think it can do anything with what you give it. It's just here to give you information.
Yeah, I know.
It's a machine designed to give you any information. All the information it has, it's willing to give you.
Yeah. Obi's gonna grab a string of pull and peel Twizzler, lick it, and stick it to the screen, and then leave.
Thank you for your continued use of Bellerophon City information kiosks.
He made it in the shape of a smiley face.
The contact-sensitive screen traces a smiley face where the pull and peel were stuck on. Stormwood & Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network, and that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Feywild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game, so an actual play game like this one, but like, you know, in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, the Feywild West follows 2 people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ+ podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. a heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters. And you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.